We have returned. Apologies for that. You already know how this works with the whole warning thing. This is rated M because it contains blah blah blah
Yada yada yada.
gada. Anyway, back to it. Where were we at?
I believe you were just telling him about his new wizards.
Oh, yeah. That
and
had
a portal that'll take him, to whole lot.
That's a whole lot, which
That
is the first location before Grassard, then crossing, and finally to Hill Pass, which is the first major checkpoint. And your forces are ready. You have a smaller force than you had a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
but you have got many Goliaths now. You have 500 when you could have had almost 2,000.
Yeah. Oh well.
As the portal is opened, do you wish to lead the charge in, or do you wish to be the last to go through?
I'll be the first to go through. Why not? Why not?
Alright.
Let's take a fucking ballista bolt to the chest.
You charge in. Do you mightily roar and stuff, or are you just charging in silent and deadly?
Nah, just roaring and charging and charging and roaring.
As you roar through the gate, so does everyone, all the orcs and the Goliaths behind you. Before you exit, you find 7 orcs just kind of chilling.
Oh, wait, this is this is the area fucking that I helped out with before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well, oopsie.
Old Chief and Grotat, not John Grot. Old Chief, we've been lazy. We've been slacking. To be honest, we didn't know what to do, so we just kind of sat around.
We're gonna move on to the next location.
All right,
How the fuck do you pronounce that? Razad?
Grassad.
Grassard.
You can say Grassad if you want. At the end of the day, it's a place that's going to turn into a whole lot, which is ruins.
Yeah. Actually, wait. I'm gonna tell them that we're gonna go to Gerard, yeah, whatever. But I'm gonna go down to the beach because I remember I put the cannon down there, top of the cannon anyway.
Yep.
Has that been like? Have they fucking damaged it any more than it already is?
Nope. Just been left where it was. A little bit more water damage, but still fine.
Could I drag it up to like the ruins? I guess.
Right.
There's not much we can really do until my dude comes through. Well, I don't know if he's coming through or not because I didn't tell him to. But if he does come through, I want to see the cannon. And obviously try to turn it into something.
Oh, Lord, fucking Luck ain't coming through. He'll be coming through later.
Well, as long as the cannon is close by, and then I guess I'll leave a piece of paper or a note just saying, fix this.
Yep.
And that'll be it for that, and then we'll move to Grassard. Rada 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 rada
Rada.
rada rada.
Rada. I'm just trying to find the... Because I swear I made a, Maybe this one, right?
Okay, now.
Yeah, here it is. That symbol in the sand is how you got there, by the way.
Where is this posted at?
It's on Roll20.
Oh, hold up. Ooh. Oh fuck, the map's far over. Oh, just that symbol. Okay.
Did I say 6 or 7 orcs?
You said 7.
Good. I wasn't off by any means.
Yeah, I thought it was left after that shit.
Yep.
I mean, I also didn't give them instructions after I fucking.
Yeah, so they just kind of sat there. They're like, well, this is a good life. We get to have an entire,
Rubble City.
yeah, we get to have a rubble city and all that. Get to
But I thought
terrorize
orcs
whatever's
didn't like
left.
civilization.
I mean, these orcs just saw a whole bunch of their families, friends,
True.
and whatnot get slaughtered. They're gonna have as much R&R as they are willing to be allowed to get.
Mm.
So, once the group... Also, again, the reason why you've only got 500 is because some of your higher up orcs have advised you not to send everything in at once. There's this thing that the Umis call reserves. The reserves will do well if we actually have some as well.
Yeah, but if we leave them all at least through the portal.
Well, they didn't know it was going to be through here, so now they're going to
Yeah.
send someone back through the portal to get everyone else.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'd just move everyone to the outskirts of Grad. Gras. Us. Graded.
Grassard.
Insert name of.
You're gonna
insert name.
So when you get to Grassard, you're just gonna change to Grassarse.
Yeah, it's a grassy ass.
Grassarse.
It smells like fresh cut grass.
Right. So that's going to take a day and a half of travel.
Yippee! Oh my god, Aussie. Actually, no, that can wait till after.
What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna inform you about something that's happening with my stream, but that's that can happen after.
Oh, go on, plug yourself. It's not like
No,
anyone...
no, I'm not plugging my stream. Just my it's just
Ah,
information.
No,
It's
do
not-
it. Go on.
I'm trying to be the game a little bit.
Who the fuck watches this for more than 5 minutes? No one.
All right,
I have said to everyone that this is like
an archive.
an archive, and like it has nothing to do with trying to gain fame or fortune. Anyone who subscribes, congratulations, you're subscribing. That's
fair
what
enough,
YouTube wants you to do. But what I want you to do is just enjoy videos you want to
Just
enjoy.
archive.
This is just here
It's
for
just
people to
archive.
tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, but no one's
Anyway.
opinion matters but your own. Anyway, motorbike. So Milo, she's helping me with my. Ooh, pardon me. She's helping me with like the artistic side of my stream. So like anything that's like custom made, like fucking like the banners and whatnot, profile picture,
That's where all your AC money's going.
my AC. Oh no,
Your echo
Milo's
money.
doing it for free, man.
Damn.
Milo is
That
amazing.
Yeah, Milo
Like
is.
a while back, I literally asked her if it would be possible for her to do like in her art style our characters, which is why I asked for everyone's character and asked for a character from you. I don't think she ever got around to doing it though.
No.
But she was
I'm
going to do it for
completely
free, so
fine
I
with
told
that.
yeah, but I told her she was going to do she was doing it for free because it was going to technically be practice, I guess. Because she's only really done humans, not anything else.
That's why she didn't do mine.
Well, she just didn't do it at all. But
The
yeah,
joke is
right now,
because my character was a good old human.
but right now we are doing. She's actually doing a loot bug, but she's doing it themed how I wanted it themed. But it's also not going to look. exactly like the loot bug from Lethal Company. It's going to be a loot bug, but it's going to have a Viking helmet and a Viking axe. That's just floating in between its hands, like it usually does, like when it picks up loot. So it's
Righto.
gonna look cool. I still need to make a name for him though. Fuck, it's hot, man.
Well, I'll wish you luck on that front.
And now all I need is an average viewer count. Actually, what is my average viewer count that I need now? Because it's still free in total, but I don't know what it's at. Whoa. Achievements. Oh my god, it went up to 1.63. Oh my god, I almost need just one. It's gonna go up slowly and slowly though. Alright, anyway, let's go back to the game.
Well, cool. So, the next day, Joey, you are awakened by a message.
Yep.
Message stone.
Pardon?
On your messaging stone, your sending stone from good old Adrian.
Eh?
Angerfist, we have some good news and bad news.
Alright, what is it?
You want the good or the bad news first?
I don't care. Give me whatever news you decide first.
Good news is we have more land. Bad news, Zartakla decided on unanimous vote from all the prisoners that they're now under our banner.
Great. Here's the sarcasm in my here's the sarcasm in my voice.
Michael is
knows that-
refusing to go over to that island to try and take off all their arms. He says that's going to be too much effort for people who don't know what they're doing.
Right.
So we're probably just going to leave them there. And if they starve, they starve.
Honestly, fair. The only two people there that are of any importance are Yamin, I think his name is. The bioweapon goblin.
Like Mally is
And
still hesitant to even touch that.
and Nakara. Who, yeah, I don't know whether Mendez has been there yet or not.
Mendez, we believe he's a day out.
Right. Well,
In
so
other
long as they
news, the Goliaths have gotten in contact with us. The Ugalavis have gotten in contact with us and told us that they're willing to work with us as long as we don't try and step on their mountains. Secondly, they've managed to push the Sovereign Guard back a little. They lost the ground that they pushed back, but they managed to get the 6 in that needed to get in.
Alright. Once I'm done doing what I'm doing. Once I've done something that will probably, and has a good chance of killing me, twice, we'll we'll either help Axdeath with Wishes Creek, or we'll make our attack on Outlook.
Right?
And, I suppose that's it.
You,
Oh,
th-
maybe.
then-
Maybe get word to the Zartakla to not piss off Mendez. Listen to Nakara.
Will do. Oh, one other thing.
Aye?
We've heard reports that the Crimson Killers have been killing some of our people. You heard anything about this?
No, I have not.
Well, I'm gonna try and keep them from going anywhere in Crimson Killer territory.
That's probably for the best.
Right now, it seems like they're currently trying to tell us to fuck off from the tip, which we're trying to do. We're trying to get this cannon out of the tip too. It would be really good to get back, but it seems like they've got this person called Lucky who's telling us to leave behind.
Well, Lucky can talk to Throlnum about that. It is his cannon, after all.
He has been talking to Throlnum. Except he hasn't been talking to Throlnum himself because Lucky is not here. However, the orcs that are talking for Lucky say that that cannon belongs to Lucky. I have no idea who Lucky is. I'd love to know if you do.
I met him once when we were in the Abyss. Axteth recruited him to do stuff for his group. Listen, the cannon isn't within the confines of the city, correct?
It's not in the confines of New City. We took it straight back to the tip as soon as we got confirmation that it was basically done.
Well, then the tip isn't their property yet.
Oh, but New City, Longshore, and Waterlong apparently have all fallen in line.
Alright?
Except, you know, the old bastard at Longshore. He said he's only going to he said he'd only do so if someone was to kill him, and the orcs obliged this time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Listen, if Lucky isn't going to speak to Throlnum himself, as far as I'm aware, that cannon is Throlnum's. It's going to be taken back wherever the hell he wants it to be.
We'll try and convey that to the orcs, and hopefully not start another war on our hands.
That would be good.
Also, if you need an update on the controlled territories, please look at Evil Game, Evil Campaign, and you'll see the update.
Yep.
Look at all that land stuff that you own. Look at
Damn,
this.
I can't take more.
You can. You'll be taking the tip at some point, and you've got.
Oh no,
your
I was
border
talking
right
about the
on
grove.
Midway.
I was literally just talking about the grove.
Right. Well, if you want to shoot messages to Farrax at some point and see
Oh, but
if you
he's
would
dead.
like to
He's
fight.
dead.
Anyway, your border is currently at Midway though, so if you want to finish off what you started with Midway, you can. As they're still not really owned by any group that really matters to you.
Yeah. They're just there.
Anyway, with that, Angus, there is a knock on the door, and a orc tells you that it is time for you to make your way to the to the chambers, as King Garashnak has asked for you.
Alright. I suppose I at least owe to say goodbye to him, given that he fed me and gave me some place to sleep. I would oblige and head to wherever it is.
Yep. Making your way to the area, you see King Garashnak and another individual. I'm gonna need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw as he stares at you.
Something I'm not good at. No, I've got a. Yeah, it's still not great, but yeah. Oh, I hate this.
What's happened?
The fuck roll 20 has changed for
What,
some reason.
slash R doesn't work anymore?
I use the slash R would probably work. It's just that I use the fucking advanced roller a lot. That is a 14. Why is it like this? At the very least, it allows me to GM roll, which is nice, I guess.
Yeah.
That is a 14. I'm assuming that fails.
Oh, it does. However, I must ask, are you immune to being frightened?
Oof. Only if I rage and choose to become unstoppable.
Right. Well, you stare
Okay.
at an individual who looks like they don't really have any like wounds on them past their like head area. And you see this individual sitting next to Garashna.
Engafis feels something that he hasn't felt. Fuck, he doesn't even know how long.
Yeah, you feel genuine fear as he stares at you, and then he
Huh.
just sort of nods at you as you feel that fear like wash away.
Huh. Presume you're Talak. Or King Talak, whatever it is.
Dominus
Tarako.
Dalek. Dominus.
Dominus Talak. Is it Talak or Talaco? I think it's Talaco.
Daleco. Dalek.
Yeah.
Either one works.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Dominus Talaco.
I hear you are from
You-
the Ugalavis.
Aye.
How is Headsplitter?
Dead.
By who hands? Who did such a blow?
No, strictly speaking, it was previous injuries, wasn't it?
It was a infected injury that was going to see him die.
Yeah. He was going to die from an infected injury, but he fell in battle. So he made sure to die in battle. Taking swaths of enemies with him.
Right. A shame that we had correspondence. And you are of what blood relative to him?
I am his nephew. Or at least, oh yeah, I am just straight up his nephew now. My brother is dead. Angafis just sort of mutters to himself, my brother being dead, I am just straight up his only nephew.
Your brother?
Aye. Yeah, Brain Crusher. He was
They
a,
all seem to have something to do with heads. Maybe you should be called the Heads Clan.
I guess I am the outlier with that, given that I am Angerfist.
Strange name.
I-
Gorashnak tells me that you are dying.
Yes.
How? You seem so young.
Well, it started with me stupidly pulling out an adamantine ballista bolt the wrong way. Basically destroying my insides. I then severely aggravated that by forcing my body to continue through 2 adamantine gates, being impaled again by another adamantine ballista bolt. I didn't tear that one out the wrong way, though. Fighting through a whole heap of people to try and save my brother from being executed as a stand-in for me. I failed.
The creatures that are below the mountain have no honor. Do not feel angry for such pitiful creatures. They do not know what it is like to survive with famine.
Oh, I'm angry at myself, but I am also angry that the commander is that useless that he didn't even know what was going on.
Sometimes it is not the commander that is useless, but the second in command. When you have a right-hand man, you expect them to be able to be useful. If they do not show their usefulness, it is never always on the leader's problem. Because the leader normally is out making a name for themselves. They're doing things that already require something more. Their second in charge, however, the blame falls upon them.
You make a good point, especially seeing, as far as I'm aware, his second in command was this big-ass warforged known as Blitzkrieg, who was standing right there.
Blitzkrieg. That is a name I have heard before. Warforged, no?
Yes. A big one at that.
He left during the ceasefire between Galavan and its slaves.
So now him and his boss, I just do air quotes, boss, Kent, have their sovereign guard over on my continent.
Sovereign Guard are a group of individuals. Most are those who were freed during the war, but not all that you free are good and pure-hearted. If I were to try and free every Goliath slave, not all of them would want to continue a peaceful life. Some would wish war. Some would wish usurpation. That is
And
why
that is
the natural order of things must be allowed. The strong rule the weak, whilst the weak rule themselves.
aye. I see the logic in that. It's why I've tried to make myself not one of the weak.
Of course, but in all of it you have lost everything. What do you have left?
My anger.
He stands up He is actually shorter than you. He's more of regular Goliath size. As he
Okay.
walks
So
over to you,
he's not really too much shorter than me. I think
no,
Angerfist
he walks
normally is
over
only
to
like
you and
8'5".
puts his hand upon your shoulder. You can feel the weight of his hand. There
Yeah.
is mass behind it.
Yeah. But Angerfist is not was not underestimating this dude, especially seeing, again, he made Angerfist feel fear again. For That's actually
Isn't that just golf Kratos? Each of us choose our lives, that is for sure. But if the Ugalavian lion is to lose its last of the most powerful, then I'm afraid to say to you that you have made a terrible mistake. A bloodline
Oh,
of power is usually something not easily fixed. But if you believe that the rest of your clan has the chance to usurp such power, then I can't blame you.
whether they can or not entirely falls upon their own well, whether they can or not falls entirely upon their own actions. It is up to them to strive for power, not me to pass it on.
It
Head Splitter
seems
still has
that those
Head
from
Splitter still has a star. Head Splitter still has a son alive, and I see potential in him.
it seems that our brothers from the land of giants have forgotten. But it is okay. This wisdom I bestow upon you, you can use it as you wish. It's not going to matter to you either other way, as I do not know how long you have left. But
About 2.5 years.
I'm going to guess that's with drinking.
Aye.
I can smell it on your breath.
Yes.
The
I've
Goliathian people, those of us who choose to become leaders, lead by example, not lead by selfish right. We choose to serve our people and show them what it means to be Goliath. If we are to forsake that, we are weak. We govern ourselves. If we govern the strong, we are strong. Your choices have made it so that you might be stronger than many mortals. But in the end, you are weak. You strive to be more powerful than your common man, but you never strive to be a leader. That might be your choice. But know that you have much to learn for your last 2 years on this earth.
if I live that long.
Recklessness will get you nowhere in the history books.
I am aware of that. However,
With that, he he tears off your adamantine arm and throws it to the ground. Before pulling out a scroll. Your uncle was a great friend of mine. Ruled as a great leader of his land. We never met, so I hope that this gives you some reprieve. He reads upon this scroll as you can choose to roll a Constitution saving throw to fail this. Sorry, to try and succeed on this, or choose to fail.
I'm assuming this is then I'm trying to like bite back a scream or something. Because is this the scroll of regeneration?
This has nothing to do with screaming. I'm just asking if you
Okay.
want to choose, because he is currently speaking a language you do not understand. He just tore off your adamantine arm, which is usually not something easily done. And usually there's
Yeah.
a saving for a summon. But
Meta-wise, if I fail, whatever the hell spell he's doing succeeds, correct?
yes,
Okay.
if you choose to fail, the spell succeeds. If you succeed, the spell fails.
Fuck it. I'm going to choose to fail for the spell to succeed.
Regeneration! Your arm. How long has it been? A year? Couple, maybe a year and
like
a
a
bit?
year and a half.
And you have feeling again in your arm. Your arm is back.
The first thing he's doing is opening and closing his right hand, like
Yep.
a fair bit, and looking at it. Just not used to the sensation.
Been a while. It's back.
Hmm. It's almost foreign to him.
He then, as the scroll sort of burns up afterwards, he looks at you. You are my underling, and I will make sure that you are taken care of. You might not be remembered by the history books as a great leader, but I'm sure you'll still be remembered one, somehow, as something.
Well, for whoever survives the Crimson Killer, whoever survives whatever the hell Axteth and his Crimson Killers does to the other continent, they'll probably remember me as the Towering Terror.
That is very apparent. As he then sort of turns and walks back, but it looks like he still is wary of, like, he's aware of you.
Yeah.
He knows he has said some things that probably have put you on a bit of an anger strike towards him. He has called you weak for a few things. He has called you out for serving yourself and not others.
Hmm.
But who is he to say that? It's been going fine so far.
Also, like, this dude is power. Angus respects that does have, like, some respect for this dude. A, he made him feel fear. B, whilst he's shorter than him, size doesn't mean absolutely everything. It just helps.
To give you an
And
idea,
C,
real quick, he does have the strength boon.
yeah,
He also has expertise in athletics.
yeah.
And finally, he counts as gargantuan when pushing, pulling, or carrying.
Yeah.
So there is no way that you could wrestle him to the ground.
No. I wasn't planning on it.
Those skulls
Like,
aren't there for show. They're
yeah.
creatures he had wrestled and basically killed with his bare hands.
Typically, if people are showing off skulls that are actually to size, there's a very good reason as to why they are there.
Yeah. He goes
Like,
and sits down next to, back next to Garashnak. Rashnak looks at you. Well, you got what you wanted. You can
Thank
go
you.
now. Dominus looks at you and just nods.
I nod back at them and go back to the hammock.
So, how do you leave the room? How do
Honestly, I
you
walk
leave
out.
the room? You just turn and walk out?
After nodding at them. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, cool. Dominus will remember this.
I nodded it.
You didn't dap him up.
Oh, it's more that you just walked out nonchalantly. Outside, and you just walked past. You basically walked out on two of the strongest, like, strength-wise creatures. Class-wise, there's a chance that you'd be able to take on one of them. But not both at the same time.
No. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to Angus if he offends these guys or not. Like, he's not gonna go out of his way to do so. But like,
Yeah.
honestly, nodding at them is probably one of the more respectful things he could have said or done before
Yep.
leaving.
So as you walk back up the staircase, you can see that the wind tunnel is still there. As you enter, you can hear the claims begin to echo through the chamber. Is
I
your
will-
turn, is ya?
Aye.
Right. Let's see how that little cook fixed ya.
Well, he didn't fix me. I have
Oh.
Dominus Teleco too.
Well, of course it's Dominus Dalico. He doesn't want nothing from me. He says that getting anything from the forge is like getting a toothpick. The shield he had looked like it was made out of stone, by the way.
Yeah. I'd say in the hands of him, anything he wants is a weapon.
Regardless, Robert, he steps away from the forge as he holds out a adamantine blade and drops it in, and you see it slowly enter the forge, and it's just bubbling away and disappearing. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this at all? I know you're
Yes.
dying and everything, but you want to prolong your life for oh, you want to do it. Alright, well.
To be honest, this was my plan B if I couldn't get a metal arm and a gauntlet again.
Well, don't you be trying to send no fancy lawyers after me. I don't do no workplace elfin safety.
The only lawyer I know was dusted by this guy called Ao.
Ayo? Pretty cool. I know this Ao fellow. He's the one who gave me the secrets on how to make these things.
Yeah.
Each Amakin gets that from the last. They get to talk to this Ao fella.
He seemed bored, if I'm being honest.
He tends to be bored because he's got to do all the jobs.
Well,
Alright, are you ready?
As ready as I ever will be.
He pulls on a lever as you see 4 elements start falling from great vats. Fire that looks more like lava. Wind that rushes so fast it can be seen as if it's a tornado. Water that seems to cascade down faster than any other type of liquid you have seen. And finally, rock that seems to move almost like an ooze. Fall into the forge as he takes his elemental hammer and places it in the middle of the forge. Alright, put your hands on this. Nice and good.
Pardon?
Put your hands
Oh,
on this and wrap it around nice and good.
Will the process begin straight away when I grab it?
No, you'll have to push your whole body in. Well, not whole body. You shouldn't do that. One person wanted to do that, and I told him not to. He already had all that elemental on his skin. I only did that a
Only-
couple of days ago.
Oddly enough, the only person that would come to mind for Angerfist is Halter.
Well, you did tell him.
Oh yeah, I did too.
And he wanted to try it, even though he already had elemental.
Let me guess. Guy called Halter?
Yeah, that one.
So Angerfist will grab a hold of the hammer, wrapping his hands around it tight. Rage, and then push in.
Alright. Roll me a strength check.
Just straight
Just
strength.
Straight strength.
That is a 17.
Alright, cool. So, that is how many rounds you have to make some saves now.
Yep.
First save, Constitution.
Um, 31.
31. You can feel the elements clinging to just the outside of your hand. I now need you to make a strength saving throw as you feel the elemental, the elements start to pierce into your hands, fingertips.
24.
24. You want so badly to drop this to your hands. You want to. You just aren't going to.
Nope.
Please roll me. Saving throw.
Con save again?
Yep.
31 again.
31 again. You can feel it piercing. The blood in your hands starts to heat up and start going through your body. This is an intense pain that has already started. And we're only 3 rolls in. Can you survive?
That is the question, isn't it?
Roll me another strength check. Sorry, strength save.
28.
28. You've managed to hold on. Another con save.
29.
29. You suffer a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
The pain is getting to you now. Roll strength.
I'm just checking what levels of exhaustion do. What the
First
level
level
does at
won't
least.
worry about. Don't worry about first level. That only.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you need to worry.
Okay. 28.
28 for the strength.
Yep.
You're still holding on. Con save.
25. God damn.
Suffer another level of exhaustion. Let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've only done 7 of the 17.
Yep.
Strength save.
Alright. 24, fuck's sake.
24. That's the second time you've rolled that number, by the way, for the strength. 13.
Yep.
13 or 3 plus 11, and 13 or 3 plus 11. You've done that twice.
Yep.
Which is humorous, kinda. You're holding on. Oh boy, you are holding on. What number of rolls was that? I believe that was 8.
Yep.
Your 9th roll. Constitution.
Con save. Fuck. 25.
From now on, you are level 3 exhaustion, and you now
Have flat rolls, I
flat
believe.
rolls. Yep.
Oh god.
And and there is a huge chance of death.
Yeah, I know.
Well, see, the damage that you're sustaining won't kill you. It's the fact that your body is heating up and you're getting exhausted because of it.
Hmm.
That's the part the other dude left out, that his body got really, really hot.
Yeah.
But you thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it, because he did it. NPCs, PCs, they get the same thing in treatment, right?
No, I wasn't thinking that Angus could do it. This is purely just because
He has nothing else to live for, so he's just gonna go for a
he
high
really
roll.
has nothing to. He really has nothing to lose.
Yep. So, strength check.
Strength check or save?
Strength save, sorry.
20. Fuck me.
Roll me an athletics check.
That should be 32.
32?
Yep.
You managed to keep your hands around the... As you can feel it start to dissolve in your hands. How many saves has it been now? You're up to a con again, yeah?
Yeah.
Roll that con.
Fuck. Uh.
Level 5 exhaustion. You can always pull out now. Strength saving throw.
$18.
Your hands seem to be seizing. You can pull out now, if you want.
The question, Meta, the question remains: will it have been successful?
There's only one way to find out. Do you dare try and take another con check? Another save?
Uh,
Do you really want Holof's work to go to waste?
Not really, because I really want to punch Kent in the face with elemental fists.
Yeah, and the fact that you still owe Kent and Blitzkrieg some well-deserved punishment for what they have failed to do.
Yeah. I just don't know if it's gonna be enough time.
It's been a minute and 12 seconds.
Fucking hell, I don't. I need to mix a drink.
You need to mix a drink?
I'm currently mixing a drink.
You have, and
Yes.
don't forget, if you have any DM inspirations or anything else that you might want to use.
I wish I did. Really, I should have waited to see if this game would last until my birthday, and then done this then.
How long is that away?
March. Fucking like
Cool.
end of March.
Right.
That's why.
That's a tall order.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did. That's why I did. That's why I wasn't gonna take the chance.
Which is more important to Anger Fist? Revenge?
Or getting
proving
elemental
himself?
fit.
Has he not proved himself enough already?
I was bad to say anger fit. This whole endeavor of getting elemental fists and stuff is so then he can facilitate his. So then he can punch fucking Kent in the face as hard as he possibly can. This isn't about proving himself. So he would grit his teeth and try and pull his hands out
What?
with the
Roll
thing.
me a strength saving throw.
20. I don't think that's enough.
Roll me a strength saving throw, a dexterity saving throw, a Constitution saving throw. In that order.
Okay, so strength save is a natural 1.
Right? Technically, you have advantage, which means it'll be a flat roll for this next roll because you're seeing the danger in front of you.
Yep. Which is a 16.
Yep.
Then the con save is another 16. God damn.
You pull out your hands. But they will not move. They will not move fast. They move ever so slowly as you're pushing on these with this element. But it's not pushing hard enough. What do you wish to do?
Oh. Do I dare try? Oh, god damn. I don't know. Because I don't know how long I would actually have to hold my hands in there how much longer I would have to try and survive with my hands in there for them to be able to move even like at a normal pace.
Oh,
But I also don't know whether I'll be at... Oh, because my hands being very slow to move is basically just crippled. I would be able to get them into a fist, it would just take fucking forever.
to give you an idea, you can still feel some of your muscles still in there pushing on the elemental. They seem like they are not elemental themselves.
And that's causing a sort of,
It's you're basically trying to bend and warp material that doesn't bend and warp easily, not without it being designed.
yeah.
So, what do you do?
I need them to move.
Who do you gonna call?
I don't know, maybe Halter. He seems to know this shit.
How are you getting in contact with Halter?
I don't really have a way besides just asking, but
Unfortunately, Halter is not like the Tempter and will not
I
appear
know.
as soon as someone says, I wish, I wish, I wish.
Oh, I am aware.
Or as soon as someone produces a dagger and says, oh, I really wish I could have this in my eye.
The only other person I could think of would maybe be the dude that blessed what's his face's fists, but I don't know if he would be powerful enough to bless these ones.
Who do you think would be powerful enough to give inert objects power?
Besides the Hammer King.
Yep.
Mal.
Right. Well, choice on what you want to do here. You've got a few choices here. Call someone, or stick your hands back into it, or accept that you've now turned your character into into a 2-year-long cripple. That's your, and that when Dominus said that you were looking for too much power, he really
Yeah.
meant it.
Yeah. I don't know if Mal or any of his heirs or whoever else it might be would answer that.
Only one way to find out.
Hmm.
Ring, 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 ring. Mal phone.
Which would basically just be focusing on the coin that is in his pocket. And seeing if he can feel any sort of connection.
Roll us a religion check.
Oh god.
Choose with disadvantage.
Which is an 8, so no.
There
It's
is
just
a
a coin.
feeling there. So, as you're trying to concentrate, you find yourself in the arena of the theatre of war.
Yeah.
Though there is no fights at the moment. Mal is staring at you. As his 6 errors walk out and surround you. Weakness shall not be tolerated within the theatre of war.
I am fighting for strength.
Weakness shall not be tolerated in the theatre of war. We give you one chance. Fail this chance, and you shall find yourself losing any light of war. Do you
Do I
accept?
feel- Do I feel just as shit as I did earlier?
Yes, you are right now. You are still feeling like you did when you were connected to the. You basically feel like shit right now. You cannot
Well,
move. Or you
whatever
cannot
the
move
hell this is
the
going to be,
village.
whatever the hell this is going to be, I'm more than likely going to fail, but Angerfist would rather take this gamble than not.
Alright, so what do you say?
Fine.
So be it. Your health
Yep.
is reduced by 10%. Permanently. Rest
So
of
by
your
20.
natural life. You were given 3 DM inspirations. And expertise in your saving throws.
Alright, so
You have been given. There is still 5 more rolls before the 17 has made it to that number. You have 3 inspirations and expertise on those rolls.
alright.
as you find
With
yourself back in the forge.
with renewed determination. It's literally, I either succeed this or I die.
You're diving your hands back in.
If I'm out of rage, then I rage first.
Yep.
And then do so.
Strength save.
$23.
23. Con save. You can feel your hands starting to get a little more fluid.
28.
Are you okay with that roll?
Just trying to remember whether that was a I'm going to hope that that one is alright, because I know 29 was.
Are you sure about that?
I only suffered my first level of exhaustion when I rolled a, when I rolled a 13 plus 12 for a 25.
So you're happy to say that? You're not gonna change your mind on this? Going once?
Fuck it, we ball.
Going twice? Alright. Does that mean you're not rolling? Alright. So that succeeds.
Yep.
Next roll. Strength.
Another 23.
Hands are definitely starting to get that movement in them. Next roll.
I am going to re-roll that one.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Alright, cool. Let's see. That's 1, 2. How many rolls has that been? I think that's been all 5 now. No? Right, this is the 4th roll. It started off as strength, con. Am I right about that? Strength?
Yeah.
Con, strength, con, last roll.
So one more strength and con.
Nope.
Just a con.
Strength, dexterity,
Oh.
constitution, intelligence, wisdom.
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, strength first. It's 22. Let me go up a bit. Got a natural 1 last time. I technically pulled them out. Dexterity will be a plus 9. Which is a 28. Constitution, which is a 27.
Do you want to re-roll that one, or are you happy with that? Are you happy with all these rolls so far? I'm sure there's one roll there that you're not happy with. So far.
I'm not ecstatic with the 22. However, I have a feeling I'm going to need the last 2 inspirations for my intelligence and my wisdom, or my intelligence and charisma. Then it is intelligence plus 8. That's a 16. I'm gonna re-roll that one just in case. Natural 20. Nice. Then my wisdom is a +9. 23 is better than my strength. Oh. I am going to have to hold on to that. Do that just in case my charisma one is really bad, 'cause that's only
I
going to be a
didn't say
+7.
charisma.
Oh. I thought you did. My
I
mistake.
did not. All good.
Okay. Well then. I can't use it for my strength because I've already gone past that.
Oh, you can.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
A damn inspiration. I haven't even told you if any of these succeeded yet.
I know.
You're just banking on the fact that a nat 20 is a nat 20, and I'm not going to turn around and say, well, saving throws don't get the nat 20, son. And you actually need to get 30 for all of them, otherwise you fucking die.
If that happens, that happens. I will laugh about it.
You thought that sticking your hands in here without consulting professionals? You're a fucking fool.
Hey, I consulted a professional. He said, "Fucking go for it. I'll have a laugh about
Yeah,
it."
stupidity is funny. Is it not?
Yeah, he said it either succeeds or I get to have or I get to laugh at you. I'm gonna use the last one for that 23. Probably should use it for the strength, but
No. Oh.
24. Hey,
What
one
was that
better
one
is one
for?
better. Wisdom.
Wisdom, but didn't you get the nat 20 on wisdom?
No, I got nat 20 on intelligence.
Then why is it a +8?
Expertise and saving throws.
Okay, then why did you roll a +9 before?
Because that was for my dex.
You were re-rolling dex?
Wait. I've just been adding. I've not given myself expertise in fucking these saving throws. The only two I've given myself expertise in was the goddamn strength and constitution one. Oh, the strength, constitution, and wisdom ones.
Right.
So the wisdom one. Why did I roll a +8 there? You're right. That's not the correct one. That was the.
So it's meant to be +9, so it's 25?
Yeah.
You sit there, it's like,
The
so what's the +9
the natural
for? It was just like,
the natural 21 should be a +12, not a
Yep.
+8. And the dexterity one, which was the +9, should be a +13.
right. So +13, which would make it into the 30s.
Yeah.
The strength, which is 22.
Yeah.
The constitution, which
Which
is
is
in its
a
30s. The intelligence, which is nat 20. And the wisdom, which is 25. So 25, 27, 30. Sorry, 22, 27, 25,
Yeah.
32.
Yeah, the natural 20 is 32.
And the dexterity is 30.
Is a 31.
Well, it's 30. If it's 13, you said it was going to be +13. So,
Oh yeah, that would also be a 32.
so here is how it stands. Roll me a d10.
3.
Now roll me a d10 plus 3.
Oh.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I'm just saying I hate this at the advanced roller thing. I need to figure out how to. Oh, hey, a 13.
That green should really be a red. Roll me 1d6 plus 1.
Five.
The next 5 days, your strength score is reduced by 13 points. For the next 5 days. What does that bring you down to?
-1.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
That is not a number you like seeing on your strength.
Like wrong. Wrong
No.
one.
Next lowest was your wisdom.
Yep.
Which was 25, which did not meet the save either. So you can add another day onto that.
Okay.
So it's now 6 days.
6 days.
And finally, your constitution check doesn't matter because you got a nat 20 earlier. So you were about to be like, oh god, what's constitution gonna be? Is it gonna be a success or a fail? And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter because before you got a crit, and you're like, oh,
Nice.
what is it? It's Tony Stark, like, whew. Yeah,
It's that.
finger fist. Oh, you put that in NPCs.
Oh, I did not mean to put that in NPCs. I will delete.
And move. So after what you have done, you feel very weak.
Yeah.
Like, very weak.
Weaker than I've ever felt before.
Not weaker than you've ever felt before. You've been weak before, but it has been long since you had felt this weak.
Yep. Oh god, I need to pull my hands out still, don't I? I hope I don't.
What's this?
Do I need to still pull my hands out, or or have I already done that?
You did that. Your last roll was to roll all 5 of those. Had you
Cool.
have failed, had you have rolled a nat 1 for your combat, and
I would have just died.
it would have been you pull your hands out and you fall over. Congratulations. Your want and need for power has led you to die. As it says, the weak govern themselves, whilst the strong govern the weak.
Yep.
Had you have failed your wisdom save or intelligence save, it would have been not weeks, but it would have been 1d12 months for you to recover. To get
Oh,
used to your new to your new
wait.
hands.
So by me critting on my intelligence, it made it to days instead of weeks and months.
Yes.
Oh, thank fuck.
The fact that your wisdom, but the fact that you still failed on your wisdom increased it
Yeah.
by a day. But if you failed
Yeah.
your intelligence and wisdom, it would have increased it to months.
Yeah.
Probably 1d6 to start off with, but if you failed horribly with both of them, it would have been 1d12. And if I didn't like the low, if you got a low roll, I would have made you roll a d6 plus whatever low roll you got, just to make
Yeah.
it say "fuck you."
Yeah. So definitely got my worth out of re-rolling my intelligence.
Oh yes. The DC for bad things happening is below 20.
Okay.
The DC for good things happening is 30 and above.
Okay.
DC for just the DC for failing is between 20 and 30.
Okay.
You have every right to fail.
Yeah. By rights, I should have failed.
But because you have friends on the other side,
Yeah.
you had one last chance.
Yep.
And with that, that is done. What do you wish to do now? You feel
Well.
weak. You feel tired. You have died, and you have come close to death. More times than you wish to count. Once to try
Yeah.
and one time you almost died was very early on in your endeavors, back when the hands of Helm were your
Yep.
worst worry. Now what seems to be your worst worry?
Honestly, it's kind of looking like myself.
The weak govern themselves.
Yeah. Well. Engerfist is going to say thank you to the Hammer King. Basically, barely getting it out through the pain and shit. And then. Where would Engerfist go to recuperate for 5 days?
6 days.
6 days, you're right.
Probably back to Port City.
Probably, yeah. He also does have the mock funeral of his brother to attend to.
You can
Which
just
he-
blame the weakness on being like emotional towards your brother's death. Just, it's so sad. I promised myself I wouldn't be weak, but I am. I'm weak. Weak in the knees.
Yeah, he'd basically go. He probably would go to teleport himself to Port City after giving his thanks to the Hammer King, and basically say unless either Adrian, Tech, no, not even Tech Malley, unless like Adrian, maybe Throlnum, and Insa, and his father come talking to him, come looking for him, he is not to be disturbed for 6 days.
So, you teleport as you can't move. As you are level 5 exhaustion.
Oh yeah. So I teleport in front of Jack or something.
Yeah, Jack's just kind of there. And he just sees you sort of appear in front of him.
I'm gonna lay here for 6 days.
You don't want me to try and get, like, some bedding for you? And you don't want to move
If
to, like, a location?
If you can get someone to actually be able to do so, that would probably be appreciated. I am in a lot of pain.
At some point, a few iron hands come in, and they go to pick you up. They're all gonna make some strength saving throws to see if they can hold you.
Oh. It just occurred to me that my body is still really, really fucking hot.
Yep. So out of the 6, 3 succeed, 3 fail. So, like, one person is. Now I'm going to roll an athletics check for the one that is on the side that succeeded on his own, and he manages to hold you up as the 3 of them, the other 3, kind of now, like, trying to not let their burn get too bad, are following behind as quote-unquote spotters. The other 3 get you to a bed and put you down upon it. As, then, Jack kind of drops a whole bunch of ice over your body. Make sure you don't burn the fucking bed.
Yeah.
As it sort
That
of turns
feels
into a sauna.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that there are round-the-clock care for you, boss. Says one of the Iron Hands.
After a day or 2 of rest, I should be able to move by myself, albeit slowly.
With that, Agstaff!
Hello.
With that, Egifus passes the fuck out.
I almost passed out.
The city of Grassard. Well, more
Grassard.
village. Can be seen in the distance. It looks like there is not a single banner that flies the Sovereign Guard's flag. As more, it seems like Helmsguard are around.
Haven't dealt with them in a while.
Well, at least that's what you would think they are, but it turns out they're not even part of the Helmsguard either.
Oh well, they're in the way.
Yep.
And
Can I
guess
get
I'll
you to roll me a charisma check?
arrive. Okay.
Intimidation. Let's go with intimidation. Roll me an intimidation check.
Alright. Oh,
With double
Accidentally put
advantage.
two. So
Because you do
plus,
have an army with you.
so then it's also +5, so that makes it a
Yeah.
+9. Yeah, you know what's funny? I accidentally put in 2d20. It was about
That's
to
cool.
change it as you said that.
You do have an
I
army in
fucked
it,
it
so
up.
you forgot to go /R.
Yeah, I realized. Oh Jesus. 17 plus 9, so that's a number.
You just take away the nat 1 that was there. It's 26.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Just remember
20.
that you can
Mhm.
do keep higher.
I can do.
So-
Oh, keep highest.
KH1. So it's like /R 2d20 plus. No, it's KH1 plus that, and then it will do the number for you. And you don't need to worry about maths.
So that didn't. I fucked it up.
You forgot to add 1. KH1.
KH win. No. Not much
And
of an
if only
improvement.
that was
Sure.
that. I mean,
Actually, no, that is an improvement.
it's an improvement by 2. But
Yeah.
anyway, going with the 26, I'm now going to roll the insult for the town.
If they can't see this coming, there's something wrong with them.
You enter with little resistance. The guards are not putting up a fight. Some of the orcs seem bummed about that. What do you want to do about that?
Well, I'm going to assume like town
This is a
now
village.
ours. Well, sorry, the village is now ours.
Yes.
So I guess burn it and then keep moving on to Wisher Creek.
Okay, so no survivors? The orcs
No.
are happy about that. The Goliaths, not so much, but they're not going to argue with you, because you beat their leader.
It's funny having two different groups in one army.
Moving on. Update the
They're
map.
gonna really hate what's gonna happen in fucking Wishes Creek then.
Alright, moving on. Day 1 of recovery, Troy, or at least the next morning. Ice is still being given to you. In fact, you have been moved to a hot tub that has been replaced with just all ice.
You could just say those two magical words.
Nope.
Scroobish help.
No, not those ones. I wish.
Doesn't work
we
the
have-
way it used to.
Me wish. No wish.
No, the Tempter specifically told us that we do not get any wishes until we do Wishes Creek.
So what were the rulings of this? Give like, does he want it burnt down?
He didn't tell us.
Okay, well, it's getting burnt down in the end.
He just said that he wanted.
Actually, no, it won't all get burnt down.
He just said he
All
wanted
he said
Wishes
is-
Creek about something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, as the next morning approaches of day 2, Troy, you are wrinkled as all hell. Except for your elemental fists that go up to like just below the biceps. Over the elbow, just below the biceps.
Cool.
As putting your face any closer to the forge probably would have meant some more catastrophic things happening.
Yeah.
Roll us another intimidation check with the same roll.
Me?
Yes.
Oh
There's no
boy!
survivors. No one's going to be able to say anything about what happened.
That's 17.
There is resistance. Roll me just a charisma check.
So D20. That's not adding anything, or is that just flat?
Just flat.
Okay. 12.
12. It takes you 12 hours to take the city. Sorry, the town. It is a town. The Orcs are happy with a fight. What do you do with this place? They
Well.
actually put up a fight.
It is Wisher Creek, so.
No, it's crossing.
Oh, wait.
Wisher Creek. So it goes Holot, Grossard, Crossing, Hill Pass, then Wisher's Creek.
Oh, I didn't notice these other places, I'm being honest.
I will
Okay.
be back.
Oh, okay, no, I'm just special. The crossing was actually taken by the Sovereign Guard, wasn't it?
Nope, Hill Pass.
Oh, that's okay. Ooh.
Here you go. Here's a map.
No, I can see the map. I found the map.
Yeah, but
it's just
here's a more up-to-date map real quick about the thing.
yeah, okay. I mean, I'll ask the Orcs what they want to do with the town. Give them a choice.
They would like to continue what they've been doing with what they did with Grassard.
Okay, so we'll burn it down.
The Goliaths, on the other hand, say that it might be best to have a structure of some sort to be able to fall back to, just in case.
I'll tell the Goliaths if they want to, they can select a few buildings and whatnot to have. But after that, the
They
rest of
choose
it
the largest of the buildings around.
and everything else will get burnt.
Yep.
Plus, we're a fucking army. Running between buildings is not going to help us. I mean, it might, but
Alright, cool. So, you now have made it to Crossing. There is 2 days of travel to get to Hill Pass. As Luck arrives with weaponry abound, including the cannon
oh boy,
that's being dragged by what looks to be a mixture of orcs and Goliaths. The cannon that you got, not the one that the other group has.
the one that I left at the on the ground.
Yep. And Luck looks around and says, right, where am I going to start building some more stuff? It looks like a lot of this place is now burning on fire and whatnot. Where is all my staff going to sleep?
Is he at crossing?
Yes.
I point out to the larger buildings that are left over.
Okay, but we need more
Do you-
buildings than that.
Well, at the moment, that's all we got.
Well, I'll see what I can do. At least one of them looks like a food-bearing place. We'll be able to move some food there. Fortunately, the crops at Grassard were burnt, and looks like the crops here are burnt as well. So I'm not sure where most of our food is going to come from. Orcs that are in the distance are currently cooking bodies.
I'll tell the orcs because we've burnt the last two places down completely. The next place we aren't burning down, so they can't get too over ahead of themselves.
Next place is Hill Pass, the first location that is owned by.
Yeah, I know. Funny, haha. I fucked up. Oh well. Doesn't mean I'm not
Hey.
gonna blow a few holes in it.
Hey, Meta, Axe, you
Hi.
think you fucked up, but you're not the one that stuck his hands in an elemental forge.
Yeah. But I fucked up with the fact that I burnt down literally a village in a city almost completely. And there's no food for anyone
Yeah.
other than the orcs because they'll eat the bodies. Well, I mean, there would be dead
Fair.
like animals that the Goliaths could eat.
But I just like the fact that like every time Angerfist and Axe Death like spend any like chunk of time not just sort of fighting together and or chilling together.
They're doing the stupidest shit.
The next time Axe Death sees Angerfist, every single time something has fucking happened to him.
This time it's his strength. This time it's gonna keep changing.
Alright, so the day 3. You are getting there, Troy. You now only have half movement and athletic, and all your skill checks are sort of bad, but you can now make con saves and attacks at regular again.
Yeah. Has my body cooled down enough that I no longer need to sit in the goddamn hot tub?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
By now, Adrian has returned.
Cool, because basically as soon as I would be able to actually move around with any sort of... without just radiating heat, I would have started moving.
Yep.
Mostly because I would rather not put off the mock funeral any longer.
Adrian sees what has become of you, and he is questioning your sanity.
Again.
Yes. Well, the fact that you were the leader, he'd probably have had some words to say to you. Some words that may involve with you're going to get executed for drawing so much attention and making yourself a fool. Don't need fools here. Angerfist doesn't like fools, but Angerfist is the fool right now, so it's kind of contradictory.
An oxymoron, yes.
Alright, so
Honestly, Angerfist would probably, if he gets Angerfist to help with any sort of management shit, Angerfist would actually help for once.
You're no use anywhere else right now.
good. In that case, he gets you to greet the new recruits and tell them all the things that they're going to be expected to be doing.
Yeah, he'd do that. He has no reason not to, besides the fact that he.
Which means you'd be working closely with Michael.
Yeah.
Alright, so once it is the next day, you are now back to moving at full power.
Wait.
And Axtef, you are on the footstool of Hill Pass, but you have still got half a day to travel. Please roll us an intimidation check with just advantage. No double advantage.
26.
6, yep.
I'm guessing they know that we were coming because, I mean, I don't know, because they could see.
Lookout has seen the smoke in the distance of of the towns burning, and then the village burning. It's a little too easy to see giant fires.
Yeah.
Right? You make it to Hill Pass by near afternoon. Roll us a charisma check. Against the his
A
charisma.
9.
A 9.
A mighty 9.
Right. And this will be the first boss you're going up against.
Damn. I mean, I'm not surprised that there were no real bosses in the fucking village and city.
Alright. Roll me another.
Charisma?
Yep,
18.
18. Alright, your first attack was not a success. Your second attack seems to be working out pretty well for you. Third attack.
I never knew I'd ever be attacking with charisma that's not with Eldritch Blast.
Charisma is used to send like armies against each other.
It's basically how good you are at commanding your troops.
And considering that you decided to somehow not have any charisma,
I'm a flat roll. I'm a flat 10, literally.
do you have anything you can use with that roll? Because that's a rather low roll.
I've only got don't think I have any inspirations. I think I used them all a while ago. I don't think I have anything.
Right.
I mean,
in
I do
this-
have
in
I
that
do have
case-
alert, but that won't do nothing.
No. In that case, you are pushed back from Hill Pass. Roll me a D100.
Ugh. 12.
12. Yep. Just have a look at what that would be. You lost 60 men in that fight, so you're down to 440.
Okay.
The next day, time to match your wits against them again. Start your rolls.
Oh boy. If only I could use charisma.
You are using charisma.
Like, intimidation is what I meant.
Alright. Alright,
That's what I've got a
roll
4 in.
again.
Jesus, man. 14, 18-2. 18-2.
And then roll one more.
Fuck off, man. Fuck this game.
Roll me another D100.
14.
14. Oof. So out of your 500 you had, you lost 40 day one. I believe it was 40, right?
You said 60
60.
when it
so
was
you lost,
when with a 12, so yeah.
yeah, so you lost 60. And now you've lost 70 day two.
I'm assuming Ronark didn't come in, did he?
Nope. Ronark was given the duty of defending the homeland.
Okay.
You gave him that duty. You have not given him a new duty, and he will not disobey the Howard Chieftain.
For now.
Sure, you're full of life now. But you're still got that was 5 days. You still got 1 day left before your strength is returned. So,
Yeah.
Axe, do you
Here.
wish to call in reserves, or do you wish to go in with the amount you have?
Is the cannon ready? Or is
The
it still being
cannon
built?
has been ready.
Well, then
It's
we'll be
just
using it.
yeah, you have been using it.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll call in a little bit of reserves.
So you bring it back up to 500,
Yeah.
and go ahead and roll again. It's time for the next one. Next great set of battles.
15.
Next roll
10.
and final roll.
For a free, for fuck's sake, man.
So you manage to gain an upper hand in one area before being totally crushed in another. Roll me a D100.
I'm so confused with the D100s, like whether the lower number is always better or worse.
It's better for this case. Ooh, ow. In this case, you're about to lose big.
Is it like 88% of it?
Yeah. 440 lost this day.
Jesus fucking Christ. Looks like I'm calling in reserves plus extra.
Is this where you're bringing in Troy?
Oh, I'll keep bringing in my own. Since Ronald's so fucking confident that we can do it. Even though in the end it's my choice at the end.
Let me just quickly have a look. So you brought in. Right, cool. I got 2 calculators open at the moment. Right. The next day. Make some
Hey,
more
it's,
attacks.
Um,
Getting
16.
Getting a little predictable. Alright. Roll again.
12.
And one more time.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man!
Alright,
Yep.
roll me 2d100.
Why is it always the last fucking one? Oh my fucking god.
Right. A higher number is 91.
Fuck's sake, man.
455 lost. So, give you an idea real quick. $500 on attack. And you lost that. By day 3, you called in reserves.
So I'm down to one lot of 500 now.
Well, we'll see. Real quick. Day 3 reserves. Hold. Right? That's all happened in day 3. By day 3. And then day 3 lost another 400. No, that's day 2, sorry. Day 3 lost 60 goes left. Reserves hold. Reserves left. A 3. Day 4 lost 5 left. Reserves called, I'm gonna guess, or what's your plan?
I mean, I don't feel like I've got much of a choice. I'm gonna call in reserves. And
Just
then-
called.
I'm gonna ask Troy to help with Hill Pass.
Oh, you can finally get a call from Axtef, who has been fighting for 3 days. 4 days, sorry. He does not
I don't
sound
know.
happy.
Yeah, I don't know that, so I just hear you over the sending stone and you sound pissed off.
Practically just not begging, but asking you if you're able to make it down to Hill Pass to fucking help knock these fucking Sovereign Guard out.
I should be able to make it there. Leave. Hill Pass is the place where I got my Sovereign Guard badge, wasn't it?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, but it probably has that teleportation thingy.
Good news is, during one of the fights, the teleportation thing was damaged in Hill Pass. But you don't know that.
Yeah. Where Hill Pass, right?
Yes, but right now we are at Crossing.
Well,
You're
if
not
that
at Crossing. You're
Oh,
currently
sorry.
outside of Hill Pass.
Outside of Hill Pass.
well, if the teleport thing that the Sovereign Guard have is taken out, or at least damaged, I can teleport there.
No, it might be destroyed. I'm not too sure what it looks like.
Anderson
Quite-
sort of moseys on up. Do they need someone more capable?
Wait, who said that?
Yes, Axdeath is calling in help.
I'll take command of the army if that will help. You two can get into Hill Pass and do what you do best.
I believe that would be helpful. Axdeath, I'm probably going to be bringing Adrian with me.
That's fine.
He's offered to
can
take lead. He's offered to take lead of your army, so then you and I can wreak havoc like we do.
Mm. They might listen to him. I'm not too sure. I mean, if I tell them to, they will. But
If you tell them, they will.
Sucks that Alice isn't here, because if Alice was in this fight, she has a pretty high charisma herself.
Yeah.
But, nothing stands for leadership like the second in command.
Yeah.
Adrian puts on his helmet. A helm of teleportation, as all high-ranking members of the Iron Fists have been outfitted with helms of teleportation. Which
Good.
does include Fulnum. That is a
Yes.
giant helm of teleportation.
Hell yeah.
Anyway. And he's going to attempt to teleport first, as he can at least teleport back to the place without any issue. And tell you if there is any sort of jamming. And he shall appear at the war camp of Axtef, where a whole bunch of orcs will start rushing him.
and I will, in Orcish, tell them to stand down
So
if they listen.
they all stop, and he speaks in Orcish. Now, there's a lot of dead here, but I'm here to work for your boss. And they were like, he works for the war chief. Ah! And he says in the Sitting Stone, it's all good, Angerfist. You two can come in and do what you need to do.
Alright, well, I will teleport to there.
Day 3.
Day 4.
Day 5.
Yeah, that one too.
So you once again you see that I have changed. You see that my arms up until I think you said they went over my elbows, like up to my
Yeah.
biceps. I think you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
to
below
my biceps.
up above your elbow,
Just
below your
below.
biceps.
Yeah, just below my biceps. Look like the same metal as that metal arm I had in that gauntlet.
Hmm.
By the
Seems
way,
you've
Tom.
Okay,
played-
this is gonna be very embarrassing for you, Axtef.
Okay.
But it was only when he arrived that the other dude started rolling really low.
Are you serious? Get fucked.
He was rolling.
I mean,
nat
I kept
20s
rolling
against
2s,
you.
3s, and 1s.
Yeah, he was rolling nat 20s against you. As soon as Adrian comes in, is it Adrian? Yeah, his name's Adrian.
Yeah.
As soon as Adrian comes in with his mighty +10 to his commanding abilities,
Is my strength back to what it should be?
yes.
Cool.
He manages to push through with a 23 verse 15, followed by a 24 verse 9, and a 19 verse 11.
I mean, he
Goddamn.
also did just have high rolls overall.
I mean, yeah, that's because he has a +10 to the command skill.
Yeah, okay.
Because he knows how to send a horde of angry villagers and other assorted things. As you guys get in, I need you two to roll me.
Speaking of, what is the damage type in my attack bonus for the elemental? I'm assuming my elemental
Same thing.
fists don't have. Pardon?
As same thing as they were before.
Oh, as my gaunt, as the other one. Sweet.
Yep.
Sweet.
Just now you can't have them taken off you at any point.
Yeah.
Like there is no, those teleport shenanigans can't happen anymore.
Yeah.
So I'll need both of you to roll me. Your what you call it? Who's a monster? Thingamabobs. They'll come to me.
Initiative or
Yeah, initiatives.
cool. That's 2. That is a 23.
Alright.
What am I rolling, sorry?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, initiative. Oh, yeah. My initiative is a +9. With advantage. Oh, look at that.
Did you take alert?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
So that's
Now
like-
I need you two to roll me 2d100 each.
2d100 each.
Rip.
Alright. So, Axtef, you've been at this for a while. This is a grindstone to you. So as soon as you're the one you're no longer having to dealing with the fact that you're losing units, and now you're letting
Incompetent.
someone else lose your units for you, so you have someone to blame. You take out 41% of the army that is there.
Okay.
Angerfist, you're getting used to your
Yeah, I would say
so
Ang-
8%.
Angerfist is taking his time, brutally because these are Sovereign Guard, yes?
Yes.
Yes, he is taking his time, brutally murdering them, and getting used to his new fists.
As you have managed to put a dent in this place. Unfortunately, a lot of damage has been sustained via this location.
Hmm.
Luckily, I need, you know what, Angfist? You roll me 2d100 again.
All right. 86.
Cool. So, only 35% of your forces were taken out. Which is 175, which is a substantial loss compared to days 1 and 2, but not as bad as days 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
But you can see the difference between how much they just lost in ground coverage. They lost everywhere around the cliff as well. If you've noticed that.
Yep.
We'll try and do that as a number. 500 to take 175. 325. This. With 475 zones. So Adrian meets up with the rest of you after the hill pass has been taken. There is a lot of damage to the infrastructure. It doesn't look like this place is going to have very much habitability, but we've still got it. Village or no village, it was very much a hard point to get.
Aye.
The good news is, the orcs and the Goliaths that are left are very happy with how far we've made it. The Goliaths are the ones that are a little eerie about the amount that have lost, but the orcs are seeming to love this.
That makes sense. Oh, right. I don't think I actually ever. Hey, Axe. The
Mm,
Goliaths you took, did they come from the Goliathine Mountains?
they did.
Ah. Well, that explains that then.
Explains what?
Oh, they're from the with that when Axe took that clan. I'm assuming it's your. I'm assuming it's his. It allowed the Sovereign Guard to push into the mountains. We pushed them. We managed to push them back, though. However, no.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
However, due to that, the Goliathine clans have spread a little bit thinner across the mountains. They aren't really able to push out properly.
This will not use your use of sending that you have on you, but you do here. You hear, brother, they are retreating from the mountains. We are pushing them back. Whatever you
However-
did has just freed up some of the mountain pass for us.
I grant. However, as I hoped, the carnage that Axe Death has brought and that we have now helped with is freeing them up a bit.
Ah, right. Alright, Axtef, do you wish me to continue to command your forces, or do you have it from here?
Honestly, I'm not that great in leading. Never have been, which is why.
I wouldn't say you're not good. I wouldn't say that you're not good at leading. I think it's more you're not good at leading troops into battle. Incredibly good figurehead. Terrible tactician.
Hmm.
I'm sure Adrian is thinking, man, no wonder these two are friends.
Well,
That's why
if
when he
you're-
heard, when he overheard something about needing backup when he was just listening in because you were, still helping with paperwork, he's just like,
Yeah.
something need doing.
well, if you want to stay and help, you can. I'm not going to force you to, because you aren't an orc under my command to stay.
It beats being in the office.
Well, I reckon the next places we will go to, because I don't want them coming up from behind us, is we're going to take out Outlook and Lookout.
The only way we get to that is via Wish's Creek Axe.
We can cut through the forest.
There is a cliff that goes halfway towards Wishes Creek. We'd have to go halfway.
Yes.
If we had some airships, we might be able to make it to Outlook.
Uh-huh.
And if we cut through if we go halfway and cut through the forest, then that allows whatever people are stationed at Wish's Creek to get us from behind.
We'd try and take the long way around and try and go up the cliff to Outlook, but I feel like that's a little risky. Not sure how stable the cliff is and if there's any way up that.
Oh, we could always just go take Wishes Creek and then worry about Outlook and Lookout after.
That could be done.
But it still poses the same thing about if we go for Lookout Outlook, Wishes Creek will turn towards us, and the same as Lookout and Outlook will turn towards us as we go for Wishes Creek. So
Yeah,
we'll be
I'm more
fighting on
worried
two
about. I'm more worried about any reinforcements from Genesis. They'll be much more prepared.
Yes.
Outlook, I believe, is their current HQ, which would mean that they would be armed to the teeth but not willing to send any forces out. And Outlook, if I remember correctly, is currently a prison. So
Yes, for the Goliaths.
Wishes Creek is probably the best bet. Outlook would probably be putting meat to the grinder, and with only around 800 units left, we're kind of strapped.
Well, then I guess we'll go for Wishes Creek.
And that's